Hello friends, thanks for joining me. Today I will talk about dividing by a fraction. Let's think about division problems like these. Here's a basic example. 60 divided by 3 equals 20. That's easy, right? But what if the divisor is a fraction, such as in 6 divided by 1/3 or 12 divided by 2/3? To make it easier to understand, let's use the wage example, just like in the video titled Multiplication of Fractions on this channel. Let's calculate your hourly wage from the total wages you received and the hours you worked. We can find your hourly wage by using a simple formula. Total wages divided by hours worked equals hourly wage. If you receive $60 for 3 hours of work, you can calculate your hourly wage by dividing 60 by 3. Similarly, if you receive $6 for 1/3 hour of work, you can calculate your hourly wage by dividing 6 by 1/3. In the same way, if you receive $12 for 2/3 hour of work, you can calculate your hourly wage by dividing 12 by 2/3. First, what is your hourly wage if you receive $6 for 1/3 hour of work? In this case, you can think of working for 1 full hour like this. In 1 hour, there are 3 1/3 hour blocks. So you would receive $6 3 times with 1 payment for each 1/3 hour block. That means you would receive $6 multiplied by 3, which is $18 in 1 hour. Since we set up the expression 6 divided by 1/3 to find your hourly wage, which we've just found, we can see that 6 divided by 1/3 is equivalent to 6 multiplied by 3. In other words, when dividing by 1/3, we can multiply by 3 instead. Here we multiply by 3, and that 3 comes from the denominator of 1/3. The denominator tells us how many equal parts make one whole. That's why we multiply by 3, the denominator, to get the total for 1 full hour. Next, what is your hourly wage if you receive $12 for 2/3 hour of work? In the earlier case, we were given your 1/3 hour wage. That made it easy to figure out how many 1/3 hour blocks of work fit into 1 whole hour. But here we're given your 2/3 hour wage. It's not so easy to think about how many 2/3 hour blocks of work fit into 1 whole hour. So instead, let's try thinking in the opposite direction. It's easy to see how many 1/3 hour blocks are in 2/3 hour. Since 2/3 hour is made up of 2 1/3 hour blocks, we divide the $12 by 2 to find your 1/3 hour wage. Here we divide by 2, and that 2 comes from the numerator of 2/3. The numerator tells us how many 1 over the denominator parts are in the fraction. That's why we find your wage for just 1/3 hour of work by dividing $12 by 2, the numerator. And once we know that, we can find your hourly wage by multiplying by 3, just like we did when we found your hourly wage from your 1/3 hour wage. So in the end, we divide $12 by 2 and then multiply it by 3, and that calculation gives us your hourly wage of $18. Since we set up the expression 12 divided by 2/3 to find your hourly wage, which we've just found, we can see that 12 divided by 2/3 is equivalent to 12 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. In the expression 12 divided by 2 multiplied by 3, the divisor 2 and the multiplier 3 come from the numerator and denominator of the 2/3 in the expression 12 divided by 2/3, respectively. In other words, dividing by a fraction is equivalent to dividing by the numerator and then multiplying by the denominator. In the video titled Multiplication of Fractions, on this channel I explained that multiplying by a fraction is equivalent to dividing by the denominator and then multiplying by the numerator. Dividing by a fraction and multiplying by a fraction are closely related. They become equivalent when we flip the numerator and the denominator. To summarize, when dividing by a fraction, we multiply by the fraction obtained by flipping the numerator and the denominator of the original fraction. So we can turn a fraction divided by fraction problem into a fraction multiplied by fraction problem and just multiply the numerators together and multiply the denominators together. By the way, I said earlier, when dividing by 1/3, we can multiply by 3 instead. This is actually also an example of the rule. Dividing by a fraction is equivalent to multiplying by the fraction, obtained by flipping the numerator and the denominator. In this case, when we flip 1/3, it becomes 3/1. Here, in a case like 1/3, the numerator is 1, and that's what makes this case special. Once the 1 moves to the denominator, it just disappears, because the denominator 1 means dividing by 1, which does nothing. So multiplying by 3/1 is the same as multiplying by 3. They look different, but they're actually the same. As I have explained, even though it may look like we're simply multiplying by the denominator, what's really happening is that we're multiplying by the flipped fraction, just as the rule says. So whenever you divide by a fraction, just flip it and multiply instead. That's the key idea. It's that simple. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.